was trying to go live to catch the siren, but he drove off. There's a siren driving around in the distance again. There's another one earlier in that video that I did earlier today. There's a siren in the distance. It was the day of the distant siren sounds. Well, there's two of them. I think there was just two of them today. I don't remember. But people will always be saying directed conversations about death or cancer or things like that. And I was at my grandma's house today, and like I'm walking out the door as this ad on the TV is playing. And it's talking about like cancer, and then like there's another ad on the TV playing like later that was talking about cancer. It was synced. Like they impulse my thoughts to sync with it, or they play the ad. Like they choose an ad to play, or like the TV. I mean, like the smart TV. Like there's the other day that I already said this, but there's another day where I was at my grandma's house and like I walk out the door right as a Chase Bank ad is playing. My name's Chase. It's right as a Chase Bank ad is playing. There's like right as they say the word Chase, I'm walking through the door. And then the other day, somebody was playing a trumpet and they're playing taps, the like military funeral song, you know. They're doing that synced. They'll do weird, creepy shit like that, where it's like, you know, death related. I guess. I guess that's what that. Like, they just do all types of weird, creepy shit. They're like Jesus. I've talked about that, where they say like Jesus Christ synced and stuff. They don't really. They did it at this one job, like at one job, for sure. They did a lot at that one job. And then like when I started at Sonic, there's this guy that came in and he like is like the first thing that he says when I like to me is like, I don't think I saw that guy after that day either. I think I just saw him that day. But he's like, cause like I have long hair, you know, like I look like white Jesus. You know, I look like white Jesus sort of, but like he's like, yo, he looks like the Jesus they nailed to the cross. They'll say like Jesus things because like, I guess because they're basically like crucifying me, like Luke 20:20. Oh. But I don't think they really do that much anymore. At least that I've noticed or whatever. I be tuning them out a lot, like when they're talking around me and shit. Like I'll just be watching a YouTube video or whatever and just tuning them out. They're doing all types of directed conversations probably, but I don't hear it. But maybe I subconsciously hear it still. Like I don't know, but. I haven't heard the Jesus Christ syncs in a while though, I think. It's quiet as fuck right now. It's chill. There's a few stalkers driving by me occasionally, but there's nothing happening right now at this moment. And then I think I already talked about this, but there's those drones. Like a couple nights ago, there was a drone. He kept like flying behind this tree. I recorded it. You can see him moving on the video. You can see it moving, but it's like dark as fuck, so you can't really see like what I can see. But it kept like flying behind this tree. It's like playing peekaboo with me. Like it's just like flying behind the tree and then flying back out again, and then flying behind the tree again. It kept doing that, and then I think the next night after that night, or the night after that or something, I saw another drone, and it was doing the same thing, or the same drone, or whatever. It was doing the same thing, like over in the same place. It was hiding behind the tree again, and then like it flew over, like out in front of me, and it was like hiding behind another tree doing the same thing, or whatever. And then like it flew back the other way, and then it like disappears behind the tree, and then it's gone, like just gone for this and that. But then I haven't seen any drones since the other night again, and like those two drones are the only ones that I've seen in a long time. But I used to see them all the time, like every night, pretty much, or maybe not every night, but I used to see them more often. And then occasionally they'll come back, and they might still be out here, but they just have their lights off, and I know that they do turn the lights on and off because they'll do it synced. So they might be out here floating around, staring at me, jerking off, but they have their lights turned off though. So they just be up there staring at me though, jerking off. But it's so quiet right now. Do you hear the quiet? It's so quiet. Ting! Did you hear that? That was a pin dropping. That's how quiet it is. It's so quiet. I think I hear a car coming. Um. So did I talk about everything there is to talk about, or is there more things to talk about? Let me think. I don't know. Who's in here? There's two people in here now. What's up, guys? I hear a jet in the sky. don't know if it's JJ the Jet playing or what, but I don't know who's up there. I think I heard synced engine sounds. Did you hear the engine sounds? I think they were the synced ones. I hear them again as I'm walking up to my car. They are the synced ones. Syncing on the unsynced one, me, the Illkat. But I'm synced though unintentionally. I sync on myself unintentionally. But I'm the unsynced one, the Illkat that they sync on. The synced ones. Who's not one? I don't know. I hear him again. Did you hear him? I'm always unintentionally syncing on myself. Like I was watching a video today. I was watching King David live stream, or David, but like Crown David. But I was watching his live stream, and he like stops talking for a second, and then like I get in my car, and I'm getting in my car right as he starts talking again. And, like shit like that was always happening. Like I'm unintentionally syncing on myself. I'm like they're like impulsing my thoughts to do things at moments. Or like I'll pick my phone up right as a video is ending, or like things like that. Like right at the moment that the video's ending, like I'm picking my phone up, or like doing whatever, like. or I'm like scratching my head, or like whatever. Just all day, every day, I'm unintentionally thinking on myself and like pulling my phone out when I walk up to an intersection, or like whatever. And then like they'll make me burp at synced up moments, like I always say. And the other day I was like trying to not do it, like I'm trying to burp before the synced up moment. And then it's like I can't, and then right at the synced up moment the burp comes out. It's like what? They control my burps. But yeah, a car just drove by me a minute ago, but now there's no cars, and it's just quiet out here. So that's cool. Hit the Cash App and PayPal. I still don't have a job, but click the share button, click the like button, hit the Cash App, PayPal, vote for Illkat 2028. And I was just sitting in my car, and a bird like flew sideways over my head, like flew like straight at me, like over my head, like from the left of me today. Like right over my car. Like there's more things that I could say, but I don't really want to say. Yet, at least. But it's a lot of shit going on. You're siren again. Is it a synchro siren? Right when I moved, I heard an engine sound. I don't know if y'all could hear it. It was really distant engine sound. When the siren turned off, I heard like this engine sound start up, and then I heard this other sound. I was like, I doubt y'all can hear it at all. It's like a really distant engine sound. Yep, it was a synchro siren. Just another synchro siren. hear a synced engine sound. It just goes on and on. Oh, here come the sync mobiles. Holy sync mobiles, bot man. Holy sync mobiles, bot man. These dastardly syncs are at it again. And now it's quiet again. How long is it gonna be quiet this time? Is it gonna stay quiet? You just can't shut the fuck up. Is there gonna be a sync bat? Oh no, there's 4 people in here. What's up, guys? Who saw Final Destination Bloodlines? I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was pretty good, actually. Alright. I like the opening part. Like I like the very first part of it where like the New Line Cinema logo pops up and then like the music is like the music on the whole movie is fire. And the opening scene was fire. Where the tower disaster scene. Spoiler alert. And then I don't like when they show children getting murdered on screen though. I don't like that on movies. But like whatever. But uh like you don't have to show it, you know. This is but like um but that kid was a dick though. He was a dick. And he basically caused the entire he caused the accident to happen. Um but then like throughout the movie though, there's like all this bad CGI. Like there's other scenes though, like that opening scene, and like there's other scenes where like the CG looks good, like it actually doesn't look bad. But then there's other scenes though where it's just like CGI'd out and it looks like a video game. Like it doesn't look good. And it's like the CG artists in Hollywood like they don't have enough time because they're like trying to get the movie out to make money. So like the CG artists don't have time to make actual good, like they can actually, but they don't have the time or whatever. So it's like rushed, and then it just looks like a video game. Whereas like the first three Final Destination movies are dope, and the CG looks good because they took the time, and then they do like in camera tricks to like it's not 100% CGI, like uh it's like practical effects mixed with CGI effects and shit. But overall, it's a pretty dope movie. That's my Illkat quick review. I heard an engine sound. He's sinking on me. But other than that, there's nothing happening right now. It's quiet again. But Final Destination 4 and 5 though don't exist to me, and just like the Matrix 4 doesn't exist to me. Like it doesn't even register as uh like what was I talking about? I forgot. It doesn't exist. I tried to watch The Matrix 4 all the way through twice and I couldn't get through it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I want to try to watch the whole movie again someday, but I don't know if I do want to. I don't know. Cause what the fuck? So yeah, now 0 people in the chat. I'm just talking to myself again. Nobody hit the like button yet. 0 likes. Fuck. What do I gotta do to get some likes? What do I gotta do? Do I gotta make some prank videos or something? Here's a car coming. Don't sink. I don't know. I feel like he is sinking now. I'm getting frequency in my ear now. So what type of sync things do they have planned for me tomorrow, and how far ahead do they plan the sync things? Like, do they give them a script like a day ahead of time? They go over their lines. They're like, okay, tomorrow it's showtime. Uh, there's some guy sitting in a room right now, and he's just like studying me, or like a bot is studying me, and then like there's people in a room like making calculations and like making adjustments or whatever, and pulling levers and pushing knobs and shit, jerking each other off, being like, what if we sync this on him? He did this. What if we sync this? And what if he said this? What if we sync someone saying a thing about the thing that he said or did or whatever? What if we sync this? And then they study and they make calculations, and then they readjust the sync machine. And then they're like, what if we sync this on him as we shoot a do at him and a bird flies over his head at the same time? And they do the loud syncs, and they do the subtle quiet syncs, and they do the distant syncs, and they do the close syncs, and they do all the syncs, and they do the distant syncs with the close syncs, and they do the sync. And they're like, what if we sync this? And they just sit in a room and stare at me, and then they sync things on me. And they're just sitting in a room listening to every word that I'm saying right now and studying it and being like, yes. And then like literally like Truman Show, like they're just sitting in a room staring at me. Ta-da! Just sitting in a room staring at me, and they're like, hit him with the weather. Turn up the weather machine. Literally. Like it kept raining sync a bunch of times a day. It kept raining off and on sync. And then in the winter time, it's really annoying. Like the wind is really annoying because it's cold wind. Like when I didn't have a car and I had to walk everywhere in the cold, and the wind's just blowing in my face, sink the whole way. It's like constantly blowing and whatever, and then it blows harder, sinks, or like dies down and starts blowing, synced again. And then it like starts snowing and like blowing ice chunks in my face, synced and shit. So I don't know, I might try to go to sleep now or something. I don't know. I'm not really tired. I just want to talk to a real person. Is there someone real that I can talk to? Just come out here and talk to myself, I guess. There's nobody real out here. Except online, but they all live all the way across the country and shit. And then like on YouTube, like there's no like DMs on YouTube. Uh, but I can always go talk to a stalker though, and they can do direct conversations on me, and as I try to have a real conversation with them, they'll do directed conversations on me, and or just cough synced or whatever. And like some of them, it is like I'm having a real conversation with them, but then they do the directed conversation thing in between it. like, like some of them seem like they don't want to stalk me, and then like I'll be having like a real conversation with them, kinda, and then but then they gotta do the sync things. It's like fuck. See you later, bro. So I don't know how much y'all or how much of what I said y'all heard if the video was lagging and it was like if you could hear all the words that I said pristine and clear, or if it was lagging or whatever. I don't know if the video is gonna get cut. It's 39 minutes right now. I don't know if it's gonna be a 10-minute video when I upload it. That's another episode of the Walking Up Scene podcast. I'm your host, Illkat. Baby out here walking up scene. Don't sink. Vote for Illkat 2028. Hit the Cash App and PayPal. And stay tuned for another Walking Up Scene.